What's going on, everyone? My name is Katalin, and in today's video I wanted to talk about a very important subject, which is social anxiety. It's a subject that has been an issue of mine for a very long time, and I want to give you my personal experience about how you can beat this and how you can really get started to enjoy life at the fullest and not feel nervous around people anymore and have this phobia. We've all been there when we walked in a room at a party, at school, we had a presentation and we felt nervous, butterflies in stomach, and we literally just had that feeling that we wanted to run outside of the room. So I want to give you a couple of tips about how you can deal with it. So let's get started. Now, before we start, I want to make clear some stuff like being nervous in front of a group of people and having those butterflies feeling when you're gonna talk at a presentation at school, for example. That's totally normal. That doesn't mean you are having a social anxiety. Social anxiety and this phobia is much more complex and different. It's about when you're gonna meet new people, when you're going at a party and you have to talk to someone, or at a business meeting when you have to hold a presentation in front of a whole group, and you're having that feeling that you just wanna leave that room and run straight to the bathroom and start crying. That's kind of a trigger for social anxiety. When you have that feeling that you're nervous and you probably just don't want to go to the party and just want to stay home, that's social anxiety. It's much more complex and it holds you back from big events from your life if you let it control you. It is literally a big fear about embarrassing yourself in front of others, or being afraid that someone else is going to judge you or think that you're dumb or think that you're boring. A lot of thoughts going into your head that I want to tell you that actually they're not true, and we're going to talk about it further on in the subject. But I just want to make clear that being nervous at a specific event, a little nervous and having those butterflies, doesn't mean you're having social anxieties. It is much more complex and much more big of a problem than that. It's an actual issue. It can be triggered by common things like talking to new people, being at social events like a party, eating out, or even going on a date. When you're having the feeling you just want to go to the bathroom and start crying, that's when the issues really come. And those are some common examples that trigger the social anxiety. Now that we made clear what social anxiety is, what is triggering it, at least a couple of examples, don't worry, okay? Because we're gonna go now through some tips about how you can start. Tip number 1, challenge your own negative thoughts. And what I mean by that is, let's say for example you're going at a social event, at a party, most common example, and you're having those thoughts before you go. What if nobody likes me? What if I'm boring? What if someone is going to judge me? What if I'm not gonna be liked? All these negative thoughts are going through your head and literally destroy you, and you're gonna think about these negative thoughts that are going into your head and you're letting them control you. And at the end of the day, you're just gonna write to your friends, you know what, I'm not feeling great, and you're gonna find any excuse, just don't have to go to that event, and you're missing out. You're literally missing out, and it limits your happiness. I've also been there when I was writing to my friend, you know, I have to do something with my father, he just literally wrote me in the last moment, we have to do this. Any cheap excuses, you know what I'm talking about. We used to find excuses not to meet the people, not to go to the events, and that's because of the thoughts that they were having in the head. So what you gonna do about them? Well, simple. You're not gonna let them control you. And how do you do that? Well, ask yourself in your head, for example, people are not gonna like me there. Ask a counter. Why would they not like me? What's wrong about me? What would they not like about me? Why not? Why wouldn't they? I'm amazing. Ask yourself and say that in your head. Or maybe they're gonna think I'm bored because I am not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna sit in a corner being that corner awkward guy or girl. I'm not gonna say anything. Well, why would I not say something? Figure something out you're gonna talk about. Practice in front of a mirror at home, in your head. What am I gonna talk with them if they ask me something? Subjects you're gonna wanna talk about. You have to have some topics that you love to talk about, and nobody's gonna judge you because of that topic. Just figure out what you want to talk about before you go to the event and do it. You understand what I mean? Just have those negative thoughts in your head, a counter for them. Ask yourself, why not? Why? Just find a solution to those questions. And you're gonna find out that all these thoughts that you're having in your head are obviously not true. Someone put them in your head, or yourself. If someone told you that you're ugly, you're not good, you are awkward, you're a nerd, you're fat, you're skinny, you name it, that people are toxic and you don't want to have them around. If you go in a place where are only toxic people that are just judging you, just don't go to that place. That's fine. But if you're going to a place where you have never been before, with people you have never met before, give them a chance to really know you for who you are. And I'm gonna be honest with you here. There are gonna be people who are not gonna like you, even if you're Steve Jobs or Bill Gates. If you are a perfect guy or girl, looking perfect, perfect body, perfect face, perfect financial status, anything perfect, there's still gonna be negative people that are gonna say, pfft. You understand? Don't let other people's opinions and judgment control you. Deal with your thoughts that you think about yourself, and don't have these opinions about you that everyone else put in your head. And you're gonna start feeling much more happier the moment you realize these kind of thoughts are not real. Tip number 2, control your breathing. When we are nervous, we used to breathe very shortly, and that's making us more nervous, making us sweat. You feel the heart beating, and in some moments there are literally guys and girls that are collapsing or just literally breaking tears and run straight out of the room. I had a experience where a colleague of us at school had to do a presentation, and he was about to do a presentation that worked 2 weeks on it about his favorite topic. And at the moment of the presentation, in the middle, he started breaking up in tears because some nerd laughed about him, and he literally broke up in tears and ran straight out of the room. Don't be like that. We calmed him down and we told him he did an amazing job, he got a very good grade on the presentation, but don't have these kind of feelings. Don't let them control you, these emotions, and breathe. What I mean by breathing, it's literally like inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, like a deep breath. Start practicing in the morning when you wake up, and in the evening some breathing exercises. Try to meditate, try to pray, or do anything that calms you down. Find something that makes you calm. Music, audible book, read a book, anything that makes you calm. Whatever it is, do it. And during that moment, practice your breathing. Get some fresh air, go for a walk, for example, and breathe. Practice your breathing, because in a situation where you're gonna be nervous, you're gonna breathe a deep breath, you're gonna take a deep breath, and it's literally gonna make you more calmer, and things are gonna get better, trust me. Tip number 3, which is face your fears. And what I mean by that is simple. You need to do the specific thing that you're afraid about. You are gonna do it. For example, you're afraid to go out and meet people at a party, for example. Well, it's simple. You're gonna go and talk to someone. I know it will feel awkward at the beginning, and you will have the feeling that you're gonna wanna run out, but you go for the example at the beginning and stay 30 minutes. And next time you're gonna go and stay longer. You're gonna stay an hour. And that's how you're gonna start little by little, small steps that are gonna lead you to bigger achievements. Yes, you need to feel uncomfortable, but you need to face these fears, because if you're never gonna do anything about them, they're just gonna stay there and get even worse. And we don't want that. You need to start to fight them. Don't let them control your life, because you're missing out on amazing things and you're missing out on your full potential. You need to start finding solutions to it, to that specific fear, and actually do that. Do that fear. You're afraid to talk to someone. Talk to as many people as possible. Yes, some may laugh at you, so be it. But try and try and try until you're gonna get comfortable about talking. And that's how you're gonna do about anything in life. We need to fight the fears. It's no way around it. Now, before I close the video, I just wanted to say one more quick little thing, which is these social anxiety problems, this phobia of talking to someone, to socialize. It's a very big issue, and I've personally had also these kind of problems. I was socially awkward, I was being called introvert all the time, but I got over it with these tips I just gave you in this video. I believe in you. Don't be afraid, don't feel awkward, and don't feel ashamed of. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I know that using these tips and working hard on your fears and this problem, you can find a solution. We can find a solution together, because that's why I'm giving you this kind of content, people, because I want to help you out in every specific niche of your life. I believe in you and you can do it. And now, if you enjoy my content, make sure you share it with more of your friends to also help them out if they have the same issue as us or had. Leave a like down below and a comment about your opinion about the video. What did you like, what did you not like? A feedback would be very much appreciated. And subscribe to keep up with the content I do, it helps me a lot. And until the next time, make sure you know the most important thing, guys and girls, that you are amazing.